Now, your first alert forecast from meteorologist Taban Sharifi.
Here's a look at all our temperatures for the month of November. Yesterday, we hit a high temperature of 78 degrees. We've spent 22 days above average, 2 days hitting average temperatures, and just 6 days below. But hey, the good news is we're in the 70s for the last week or so, and we'll stay in the 70s as we continue mostly in through this week, even though we'll be a little bit above average. Right now, here's a live look at your TMO sky cam up on EDOM Hill. A mild evening out there. We're looking at those temperatures cooling already into the 60s, 66 in Palm Springs, and the 50s out in the East Valley, 54 for thermal. Those higher elevations in the low 50s as well, 29 Palms at 52 degrees. And it is dry out there. Our dew points are mostly in the 20s. And remember, the dew point is the temperature the air needs to reach for saturation to occur. So when we see those lower dew points, it's dry out there, especially once those dew points start to get below 50. It is very dry, and that brings concern for fire danger, which is what we're watching as we head into the middle of the week. I'll talk about that in a moment. First, here's what's happening in the upper levels of our atmosphere. We're tracking this ridge of high pressure that's going to amplify a little bit more as we head into Tuesday. So Tuesday, expecting that to be the warmest day of our week. We will peak close to 80 for some locations in the Coachella Valley. Then as we head into Wednesday and lasting all the way through Saturday, Santa Ana winds are going to make a comeback. So we're tracking fire weather. So a fire weather watch does go into effect for that time frame. Northeasterly winds 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts reaching into the 50s, at times higher, especially for those more wind prone areas, especially going through the San Gorgonio Pass. So the fire weather watch encompasses mostly areas to the west of us. The valley floor not included in this, but humidity is going to be low, between 6 to 12%. So dry air, slightly warmer than normal temperatures, and gusty winds will elevate fire danger. If a fire starts, it'll very rapidly spread with those ingredients. As far as right now, though, we are tracking light winds, so it's going to be a nice evening out, though it'll cool down really quickly. We'll be in the low 60s by the time we head into the 8-9 o'clock hour, upper 50s by 10. Dew points sticking around to 20 degrees as we continue into the overnight hours. And if you look outside, you'll be able to see what's close to a full moon. It peaked around 1:30 this morning. The Beaver moon is the November full moon. It was also a penumbral lunar eclipse, which means that the moon moves across the outer part of the Earth's shadow, making it a little bit darker than normal, but still beautiful, and you'll still be able to see it bright and shining out there. So if you have any photos, send them to share at KESQ.com. Your Comfort Air 7-day forecast, upper 70s by Wednesday, low 70s by Thursday. That fire weather watch for surrounding areas going through Saturday, and temperatures sticking around the 70s. So even though it is a little bit above normal, still a beautiful forecast here in the desert. John, Peter.
Right about that. All right. Thanks, Devon.